Presentation will discuss the start and theories of cities as well as the development of early United States cities to modern-day urban systems. There are 6 major theories as listed in the slide. All these theories are based off of one identical factor: the need of social interactions that requires a group of people to settle together and work towards a similar goal. However, no one is sure of which theory is the cause or a result of urban development, but only knows that they are all elements that may contribute to the development of settlements and cities. As people started realizing the difficulty of hunting and gathering, they started focusing on the use of land for agricultural purposes. This action eventually provides the community with enough food than they need that grants a stable population growth. However, as the population increases, it gets to a point where the land may not permit the number of population that the community has. This results in either a migration of parts of the population to a more suitable land or agricultural breakthroughs. The success in agricultural activities may lead to people trading their food with other communities for other goods. Certain cities between the 2 or more communities that are too far apart would then act as a resting point which attracts people and traders. As interaction with other cities and other people increases, some might realize that there is a need for protection and would gather around to protect their food and set up a settlement. Most of the early cities relied on irrigation and thus would have to deal with the regular floods. This then led to a large scale of cooperation among a group or even groups of people, which also acted as a springboard to urban development. Other factors such as religious altars and temples might serve as a hierarchy that ensure a group of elite that helps the community economically and politically. The earliest street and housing layout can be categorized into 3 groups. Organic planning that has no obvious order and follows maybe certain geographic features of the land, commonly seen in the development of Asian cities. Planned is a layout that have more of a linear or gridded planning for the city that is commonly seen in the European and American cities as well as mixed, where both organic and gridded structures are seen throughout the city. The first settlements in the United States were mostly on the East Coast, serving either as gateway cities for exploration inwards of the land or extraction point of natural resources and raw materials. Most of these cities have no connections with each other at all and are mostly agriculture-based. As time goes on, a transition towards industrialization occurs. Massive amount of European immigrants starting to appear in the cities. Rural and urban areas are now more clear, and some urban areas have completed large-scale infrastructures like sewers and roads. These cities might also specialize in certain types of production. At this point, the major growth occurs in the already existing cities. Railroads are completed throughout the continent. With the advancement of medical services and technological innovation, death rates start to fall and the issue of overpopulation occurs. In addition, people from rural areas are now moving to urban areas looking for work because people could no longer survive just on agriculture. During the Fordist era, Industrial activities continues to increase to a point when production farly exceeds demand, which causes decrease in product price and wages. The invention of automobile contributes to the suburbanization. More people moving into the urban areas with more pollution in the urban areas. As cities approaches to the present day, a downfall of industrialization occurred after the economic crisis in the 70s. A transition towards technological-based industry is now encouraged. Moreover, big cities such as Detroit that has vertically integrated business are now falling behind. Furthermore, other places like rural areas and places without higher education institution or technology advancements will face the same fate. On the other hand, technology and educational centers such as New York and Atlanta are becoming the star of tomorrow, and will maintain their hierarchy for possibly the next few decades.